uh, yes, and we'll move to our next speaker, and eagerly awaited on the fascinating subject of the world of finance. And Miss Sangeeta Sumesh is with us. She's a gain enabler and a high performance business coach and advisor. Sangeeta, the floor's yours.
Thank you, Dr. Kalpana, and I'm pleased to meet all of you. I know it's virtual. I really wish we had the opportunity to meet in person, but I hope, very soon this too shall pass and we will all have an opportunity to connect. So very good afternoon, everybody. And I'm very happy to share with you, what I know about finance and, entrepreneurship as a business coach as well. So before I get started, I have a question for you. Why does a business exist? I'd like to see some answers in the chat box. So why does your business exist? So if I can quickly get some comments in the chat box, that'll be great. Okay, demand. All right. Usha, thank you. Who else? I'd like to see some more so that, there'll be some amount of interaction because we're being virtual. Necessity. Okay. All right. To solve challenges. Thank you. To solve a real-time problem. Okay. Sandhya, yes, I love your answer. That is exactly a reason why a business exists, and that is to make profits, right? While you may, be catering to the demand and the necessity and, solving problems and the challenges, the real reason that you are running this business is the business has to make money. If not, you run a charity. Right? So it's very important for you to understand as an entrepreneur that the core reason of any sort of business, however big or small, the business is as such existing to make money, right? And one of the common reasons that most businesses fail is because of lack of proper financial management. So that is one of the top reasons. Whilst there are many other reasons as well, if you don't have a good control on your finances and if you don't apply financial prudence, then your business is headed for a doom. So I know many people find finance boring, finance challenging, and then they say finance is not my cup of tea and everything. But the fact is, you might as well fall in love with finance because end of the day, that's the reason your business exists. And I can also tell you that finance is not so difficult as you think. It's very easy, very simple. All you have to do is to apply a logical mind, right? So that's what makes finance very important. And I would also say finance is the backbone of any industry, any business vertical, anything and everything. In a business, everything is driven by the numbers, your top line, your bottom line, your number of branches, your number of customers, so on and so forth. So it's very important for you as an entrepreneur to have a good hang of your financial situation of your business. I have a very little song for you. It goes like this. Humpty Dumpty had a great bash, and Humpty Dumpty was left with no cash. All the professionals and all the taxmen couldn't put Humpty together again. That's what happens if, you don't take control of your cash. Cash, they say, is like oxygen for any business. So your business definitely requires cash. And I'm going to share with you today 3 finance mantras, stuff that will be very easy for you to remember. I'm an acronym person, so I like to give you a lot of acronyms so that, it's easy for you to recall at the time that you want. So first, let me start off with cash, because cash, like we know, is very important. Cash is king, right? Cash is also queen in our cases, probably. Like, in chess, it's the queen that dominates. So I think we'll say cash is queen in our current situation. So what is it that you have to do as an entrepreneur? So remember cash as an acronym for cash, right? So I say C stands for collect on time. Many times I've noticed that, people either they are hesitant, they are too busy, or, they don't realize sometimes that they have to follow up. They think, if especially you're dealing with credit with your customers, they think they will pay it, after 2 months, 3 months, so on and so forth. But from your side as an entrepreneur, as as soon as the amount is due, you have to follow up and collect what is due for you. So C stands for collect on time. Whatever, if your credit days is 30, 60, 90 days, whatever, ensure you collect on time at the end of your credit period. So A is to anticipate your in and out. What do I mean by in and out? Your inflow and outflow, right? So that you must have a proper visibility so that you can plan your cash better. Whatever the available funds that you have, you can plan better. So you need to have sort of a vision and foresight to manage your cash. S is to systematically monitor. You always need to have an eye on the cash that is there with you. So at any point in time, you must know what is the cash balance that you have, so that if you have to take any important financial decision, you know exactly that, you are financially sound, you're financially prudent, and you're doing what is best for your business. H is the habit of cash reserves. I've always been insisting on this, even much before this pandemic and the lockdown, that you need to build a cash reserve. And, it's become so important in these current times that it's so essential to have the cash reserve for your business, because if you had a cash reserve, it is going to come in very handy right now. So let me repeat the first mantra of cash: collect on time, anticipate your in and out, systematically monitor, and have the habit of cash reserves. So that's the first mantra on cash. The second mantra is on your spend management, right? So especially during such challenging times, you might not have control on your cash inflow. So all that you can control as an entrepreneur is your cash out. So how can you exercise control on your spend, right? So I'm going to give you another easy acronym out here, and that is CARE. So we say take care, right? So remember CARE as an acronym for this. So C stands for control. You need to control your expenses. If you are flushed with cash, it's a different story. But, if you're looking at controlling your expenses and the money, you need to have exercise caution and control on all the money that is going out. So have a periodical review, know what is happening, probably on a weekly, bi-weekly, or a monthly basis, depending on how big your business is. Review all of these periodically so that you will be able to get a better control of the money that's going out of your business. A is alternative. Look for alternatives. Many times you may be so used to a particular vendor, you never know. There could be many other alternatives that are more cost effective and cost efficient. So look for alternatives. R is required. Take a moment of pause, and before you're incurring an expenditure, ask yourself, is this expenditure even required at this point in time? Or probably can I postpone it? Or maybe it's not even required at all. So take a moment and ask yourself, you question yourself. You are the business owner, the business is yours. So you are your own boss, like I say, So you question yourself to see whether this expense is even required. E is enhance. When I say enhance, I mean how is a particular expense enhancing the value of your business? How is it contributing to your business growth, right? So these are questions you need to think about and reflect before you actually start incurring any expenses. So my second mantra for you, my dear ladies, is care, which is control. Look for alternatives, check if it's required, and how is the expense enhancing the value of your business. The next thing that I want to tell you, the next mantra is called 5 P's. As an entrepreneur, which are the 5 P's that you need to be focusing on? So the first one is the price, right? What is the price at which you're selling your products or services? Whatever are your offerings? Is it the right price that you're offering? Is it in par with the industry trends? How is it with your competitors? So on and so forth. How is your customer perceiving the value, right? So these are questions, again, you need to check for yourself and see whether your product or service is priced right. It shouldn't be priced too high because you're going to shoo away your customers. And if it's too low also, obviously, it's not good for your business. So having the right pricing is essential. The second P is product. So product or service, as your case may be, that is important. And as an entrepreneur, you need to focus there so that how well your product is, being received by the customer. What is the problem it's solving, right? What is the need of the customer it's addressing? Or is it that it's going to give your customer some happiness by using your product? So focus on the product as well. And this, like you notice, is related to the price as well. The third P that you need to focus on is the process. So what sort of processes do you have in your business? Because it's not healthy for you to be focusing on every little aspect of your business. You need to have processes that are automatic, and you only have to supervise it and ensure that it is foolproof. So what sort of processes are there in your business? And if you don't have, it's not too late. Just get started with the right sort of processes for your business so that your business can actually run on an automatic mode. The fourth P is people, right? Because your business is everything about your people. They are the face of your business. They are the ones who are actually contributing to the growth of your business. So how are you motivating and encouraging your people? Because you need their support. While you're the boss, you're the entrepreneur, you also need very good support from your team, because the quality and efficiency, everything is dependent on your team. And I always say people are the greatest asset of any business. When I was in Glasgow for a holiday in Scotland, there were huge banners that said, people make Glasgow. And which is so true. The people in your business are the ones who make your business, because they are the ones who are driving efficiency or, operating at a particular level. So it's important that you have the right set of talent in running your business. So the fifth P, any guesses? Obviously, it's profits, right? So all these 4 Ps that I mentioned, that is price, product, process, and the people, will all translate to profits. And that is exactly why your business exists. So I say, by having the right selling price, by having the right product mix, by having the right procedures, having the right talent, you maximize your profits. Right? So let me repeat the 5 Ps again: the price, the product, the process, people, and profits. So I have my YouTube channel. It's called Sang Shah Sum. It's an abbreviation of my name. And I keep posting a lot of these finance mantras. So I think I have about 60 odd finance mantras. So do subscribe to the channel. And these are very easy, short ones that you can actually start implementing in your business. So feel free to subscribe and go through. I have a separate playlist called Finance Mantras. See what that, you can apply for your business. And I also have my book. It's called What's the Finance? It's a national bestseller on Amazon. And it gives you practical solutions from a financial perspective and what you can do to, grow your business, especially financially. And it also has stories of successful entrepreneurs. I realized there's no point in everybody reinventing the wheel and making the same mistakes over and over again. So, I've spoken to them, and I've put down their stories, their learnings, their mistakes, what is it that you can avoid doing in your business and stuff like that. So do pick that up as well and see how you can grow your business. And with that, I'd like to wish you all the very best of growth in your business, growth of high performance, and, huge profits. So all the very best. And if you have any questions, I am open to answering them for you.
Thank you. Thank you, Sangeeta. That was very energetic.
Thank you.
In the post late afternoon session. So thanks. And quite and very interesting as well. Definitely the 5 Ps are something that we all need to incorporate in our business models.
Right.
A little bit of crystal gazing from you. How do you foresee, financially this year has been more or less a write-off for businesses. So how do you see the changing trends in the upcoming?
Right. So I think now it's been quite some time that, all of us are caught down in this. So hopefully the wheels should change pretty soon. And when is that soon? Yes, we are all waiting for it. So I wouldn't want to put a time frame to it. But one thing what I realize is, these are definitely challenging times for how big or small your business is. So if all of us are able to put together put together our brains and, work on this and brainstorm together, I'm sure there would be a better future that awaits us. So because these testing times are the periods when the best in us comes out. So I think that is very essential. So if all of us can think through these and, be innovative and see what can be done differently during these times, I think that would really help.
Right. Yes. Very true. Very true. Very insightful. Yeah. I'm sure there are other questions that we will take at the end of the
Sure.
session as well. I just wanted to get my 2 cents in before we just
Right.
shift. I do have one more question though, in
Sure.
terms of, um, you know, for a startup business, uh, which would you financially recommend in terms of traditional finance models or VCs, which is the upcoming
Right.
venture capitalists?
So, I would like to even question your beliefs there. Do you even have to go in for funding? Right?
Okay.
Because I mean, I'm not saying it's right or wrong. It's up to you to just think and reflect on that. Because if you notice few decades ago, there are businesses that have grown that have been very successful as well. And a lot of them have managed to grow either organically or, whatever ways, maybe just bank loans or something. But, all these VCs and angels are all like a new generation thing. And, the startups, even the growth and everything is all that is happening more now. So while I'm not against it and, not saying you shouldn't take, maybe it's required. So just take a moment and ask yourself, is it required or is there a way out? Because once you go in for a VC or an angel investor, whatever, it means you're diluting your stake. So as long as you're taking this decision, consciously and, you're aware that, yes, my stake is going to get diluted, and it also means I have stakeholders who will be questioning me on my performance and stuff like that. As long as you're aware of it and taking it, in the right aspect for your business, I think it's fine. So
Yeah.
just go with that.
Yeah. Very, very good point. Yes. Very good point. That's something that entrepreneurs will need to focus and need to analyze and take a call upon.
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you